Welcome to Kiss Me Son of Pod. It's a podcast where I read from my newsletter, where I'm writing about every song by They Might Be Giants. I'm your host, Chase Roper. And, we are in the Lincoln album, second album by They Might Be Giants. If you'd like to join the conversation and see where we're at currently in our newsletter, you can check out that newsletter for free at kissmesonofblog.com. It's a Substack platform. It's a newsletter I'm keeping for free. There are some paid options available if you would like to support keeping this ad-free, the newsletter and the podcast, and supporting independent journalism, writing, being cool, being a fantastic person, flexing the fact that you can toss around a couple of bucks here and there, you 1%er. And you'll also make a new best friend. I got some feedback recently, before we dive into the post for this week. I got some feedback recently from a friend. We're showing up. There's an establishment which already feels like too important of a word, I think. Too grand of a descriptor. There's an establishment, a business establishment in my my city, called Tacoma, Washington. This business is called Bob's Java Jive. It has been in movies. It is a teapot-shaped business with a bar and a stage, and its theme is sort of tiki disco, and also coffee because of the coffee teapot shape, I guess. The plan last weekend was to meet up there on a Friday night to celebrate my wife's birthday, followed by a very close friend of ours' birthday. It happens in the same week, one after another. We're all going to get together at Bob's, a big group of friends, and we're going to do karaoke and have a good old time. We arrive. One of our friends shows up with their partner, and she comes up to me, I feel like in my memory, beeline to me, and says, "Chase, I have just finished binge listening to your entire podcast." Hang on. Then goes to socialize with other people. And then I sit there. I think we didn't speak again for another hour. Not like avoidance, that's just how it happened. And I'm just in the back of my head like, oh my God, what did she think of this ridiculous thing I'm doing? And just all kinds of questions the idea that anyone I know listens or anyone that I know reads it, even though there are people who I know that read it and listen to it, there are people who read the newsletter who I admire both in the music world, in the comedy world. Like, I'm not going to name drop people and blow up people's spots, but there are people who I really admire and look up to and am a fan of that have found and read this thing. And my God, that makes me so nervous. But this is worse because I know this person. I see them kind of regularly. So they gave me some feedback eventually, and it was all positive, and it was encouraging, and I felt really great about it. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. But also, I cannot accept compliments, so I probably gingerly batted them all away. But a couple of things that I thought were nice to hear that I'll share as feedback, some I'll keep to myself, was she really enjoyed hearing the clips of the songs. So I am going to, even though it's cumbersome to deal with the editing, I'm going to continue to play clips of the songs. And then, and maybe the whole song, although I feel like that takes too much time. So I think just a clip or two. A clip. It'll be a short clip there. And the other bit of feedback that I received that I wanted to share was that they really enjoyed when I would record from the park. Like, who doesn't like a good park episode? You're outside, you hear the outside world. And today I thought, yeah, I'm going to get off work and I'm going to go record this episode at the park. I'm going to walk back over to the park. But you know what? I didn't do it. It's 5 o'clock. It's getting dark. So I'm in my bedroom. I'm sitting on my bed and recording this thing because you don't go to our park in the nighttime. The park, the Wright Park in Tacoma, you don't go to that park in the nighttime. It's not a place for me to sit down in the middle of the park at night and talk out loud into my new phone about They Might Be Giants. That is a daytime park activity. So I'll bring back some new atmospheres for the background. But just imagine that I'm recording this in my pristinely clean shared bedroom with my wife. If you can imagine that, then you'll be joining me in the imagination, because it is definitely not pristinely clean on specifically one side of this bedroom, one person's side of this bedroom who isn't me. and that's I guess that's the meandering anecdotal start of this episode, and we can jump into it. We're talking about the song. I'm gonna share what I wrote about the song "Lie Still, Little Bottle." It's the third song on the Lincoln album, and it is a song that has the distinction of teaching me the word gregarious. So we'll start. What a beautiful They Might Be Giants song. John Flansburgh sings this subtle, jazzy song with a sweet and gentle tone. It's every bit as elegant a poem as it is a perfect song. In the early days of listening to this song, I often wondered if I would ever experience being depressed and dissatisfied with my life, while also drinking a bottle of alcohol and taking pills of some kind. Don't worry, young Chase, I say to myself through some sort of temporal window into the past. You certainly will. And I don't want to spoil the experience with any additional details. Just drink lots of water before you go to bed. Yes, I know you feel like you can't possibly get any more water in there, but trust me, you. Trust me, I'm you. Trust me, you. I have a growing selection of TMBG songs I listen to, specifically when I'm feeling down or depressed. The sadness doesn't go away, but I end up feeling oddly comforted by the addition of a sad soundtrack. A main character moment. This song, Lie Still Little Bottle, is one of those songs. While I wouldn't necessarily consider it a sad-sounding song, it does lend itself well to my lowly moods. Okay, embarrassing story time. I don't think a year has passed since I first heard this song as a teenager that I have not sung along to it in the bathroom mirror with my hairbrush microphone. This perfect jazz club-esque quality just makes me want to snap my fingers, sway from side to side, and sing "Too Gregarious, Too Nice" as I throw back my head. It would be nice if you would share your own bathroom mirror singing time moments in the comments to save me from the embarrassment of being the only person. And by share in the comments, I guess I mean go to this post on the newsletter at kissmesonofblog.com and find the comments section and leave the comment. Because I don't know where you comment on a podcast, but that's what was written on the newsletter that I just read. And now I'm off script, just commenting on the fact that I don't think you can even do that, what I just asked you to do. All right, let's listen to a little bit of Lie Still Little Bottle.
Lie still, little bottle, shake my shaky hand. Black coffee's not enough for me, I need a better friend. One pill at the bottom, you sing my favorite song. I know I must investigate, I hope that I can can sing along. There's no time for metaphors, cried the little pill to me. He said life is a placebo, a masquerading as a simile. Well, I knew that pill was lying, too gregarious, too nice. But as he walked, I had to sing this twice. Lie still, little bottle, don't twist it, ain't twisting time. With every move you make, you just disintegrate my ever-troubled mind. I still, little bottle, and shake my shaky hand. My coffee's not enough for me, I need a better friend. One pill at the bottom, singing my favorite song. I know I must investigate, I hope that I can sing along. Lie still, little bottle, lie still. Lie still, little bottle, lie still. Lie still. Lie still.
Just before the verse, black coffee's not enough for me, there is a singular piano key struck with gusto. Gusto? I think it's gusto. It could even just be gust. Again, I'm off script again. I'm not sure if I used the right word there now that I'm reading it out loud. But at that precise moment, wherever we happened to be when listening to this song, when it was playing, my best friend and I would flip our hand up at the other's face with a middle finger, exactly in time with the note. It was invigorating. And honestly, it's still hilarious. And I highly recommend that you try this in the bathroom mirror to yourself. In 2003, with the release of Gigantic, A Tale of Two Johns, which is a documentary about the band you should check out, I learned that Lie Still Little Bottle has some deep TMBG lore that I was not aware of. Back in 2003, I was not aware of it. I've been well aware of it since 2003. Don't take my fan cred away. Taking to the stages of fringe performance art and the likes of Greenwich Village, John Flansburgh would perform this song with an enormous stick as the sole percussion instrument, a feat that I had never witnessed live, but I did get to enjoy the resurrection of on the Live at the Music Hall of Williamsburg album. It is not on streaming sites, like Spotify and so on. However, I have found footage of this on YouTube of the exact live performance I'm talking about. You can, again, go to the newsletter posting. I'll drop a link. Calm down. I'll put a link to this clip in the show notes of the episode. So wherever you're listening to it, hit the details button, from your platform of your choice. Go, you can look at it. Witness it with your own eyes. All right, I don't know how to end this. I really don't know how to wrap this up. I wish I talked a little bit less about the amount of times that I went off script, but this is how it is. And I've already asked you to comment on something, which we don't know where that can go. So I guess don't. But I would like to know what your go-to shower sing-along song is. So I guess if you're that friend who listened to this all the way through from beginning to end, every episode, I'll see you soon, and you come tell me what your song is. That's how you have to do it. You have to find me in the wild. You have to comment to my face. That's how you leave the comment. So, thanks for listening. This has been Kiss Me Son of Pod. I appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe, smash the bell, do all the things. You guys are great. We will be back next week talking about another song from the Lincoln album. I don't know why I sound like I'm complaining, but it might be Giants. Goodbye.